Fuck up, assholes.
he popped one of the balloons while inflating it, and he cried for the loss. This is all covered in the New York Post. Whole story, but this is not the first guy. We had the woman with the chandelier, and the one dude who had to break it to his dad that he was in love with his car. Yep. And dad's like, what?
Wanted to marry it.
It's a little weird. But yeah, so many balloons all of a sudden.
Why would you admit that?
I don't know. And
It's weird.
Again, we always bring it up. If this is your family member, what do you do? Did you sit
Just
down? Or you just stop talking to them?
Yeah.
Do you try to rehab them?
That's
Quietly, casually, come
Yeah.
out of your mind.
what I asked about.
There are plenty of family members that I don't necessarily care for.
Yeah.
Like Uncle Dennis.
It's your son, and he says, hey, what are we doing for Thanksgiving? And you say,
Nothing
wish
this
I
year?
had plans. We're taking an expensive vacation.
and he sees pictures on the internet, though, and he said, well, all my brothers and sisters were there. And
Right.
Yes,
Because you're in a relationship with a balloon.
171 sightings of balloons are officially unexplained. A lot of people think aliens are invading Earth. The experts, they can't say definitively exactly what because they say they don't know. But some of these things are private, some of these things are military, government stuff, or whatever. But man, balloons are so hot right now,
So,
and hotter to some people than others.
I'd like to think that aliens would be more advanced than you know?
You would hope.
Yeah, that's what we hear all the time about how much more advanced they are.
So much better than us.
Yeah. Over the UK, these two dudes, they were just pranking.
Oh, good. Just pranking.
Just
guys.
pranking, bro.
They took this big white weather balloon that they bought off eBay, and they flew it over the Chinese embassy in London.
Oh my God.
No, that's
that's a fun social statement.
Yeah.
They said, quote, we thought, considering the Chinese are such fans of these balloons, that they would have liked it. They're an online comedy duo, Josh and Archie.
Josh and Archie.
Hello.
They even had a GoPro on the balloon to see what they could gather while it was up there, which wasn't too long. They said there was a guy on the roof who was on his phone, but they don't really know what was going on there. The authorities, they were pretty quick. Police van arrives, 4 armed guards. They had many questions about what the hell they were doing. And when they were told that hey, we're just pranking,
Right.
they were instructed to deflate the balloon and hit the bricks, which they did. They weren't looking to cause any more trouble.
They were executed.
Yeah, here's a little clip.
If China can use a high-altitude balloon to spy on the West, why can't the West use a high-altitude balloon to spy on China?
We're going to fly a very small weather balloon over the Chinese embassy.
This is a mess. We're in train, we're in train. Okay, now we just need the wind to take it to its full height. Okay, let's walk around, I'll walk around.
The balloon had scaled the embassy and was in Chinese airspace.
Oh, no. Just pranking.
It's not just pranking, it's good pranking.
It's just pranking.
It's
but
all pranking.
Archie's
It's
hilarious.
quality pranking.
That's quality. Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
High production
Decent
breaking.
pranking.
Reading the comments, which I like to do. A lot of people are scared that this is going to trigger World War III. You know, piss off all because
Well, the military guy
embassy-
said it's not until 2025. So they have to.
according to the article about this, the embassy employees found the stunt offensive.
Right,
And who cares what they think?
yeah, who cares?
Yeah.
How does it feel?
Too bad.
Right.
Yeah, China, garbage country. Who cares? Government's garbage.
And I think you meant World War 111.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Duh.
Exactly. We got some other trending news headlines coming up. We got a brand new redneck news here for you. The Woody Show. If you pay for your honeymoon with Marlboro Miles, that's redneck news. And today's redneck news is from Littlestown, Pennsylvania, where this guy's name's Cole Williams. He was busted after he was caught with a 6-month-old kangaroo,
Oh.
which he was trying to sell on Facebook Marketplace.
Okay.
Somebody ratted him out, and when the authorities paid Cole a visit, they found the kangaroo being hidden in a bedroom closet.
Oh, no.
Turns out that the kangaroo was illegally imported, but other than that, they're not sure how the hell it got there.
Oh, baby.
The kangaroo was seized, taken to a facility where it's being cared for. Now, Cole, he was arrested and hit with several charges.
Oh, damn.
He was in the aftermarket kangaroo business.
Yeah.
Weak.
This was from Littlestown, Pennsylvania. Cole Williams, who got busted with the illegally imported kangaroo, which he was hiding in his bedroom closet.
Poor thing.
And that is today's Redneck. We got some more Woody Show coming up for you one that's not gonna let you down? It's here.
Win sold-out tickets to see Depeche Mode.
March 28th at the Kia Forum. Every hour 7 to 7. Plus one grand prize winner can enjoy the silence with premium tickets. Get preferred parking, a merch bundle.
And you'll meet the band.
That's the best load of prizes. Sold out Depeche Mode. All this Thursday ticket takeover. On all 98.7. Your own personal alternative.
Hi, this is Dave Garn. This is Martin Gore from Depeche Mode on all 98.7 LA's new alternative.
What makes Good Day LA the ones to watch? They're redefining what morning news could be. Noteworthy local stories, forecasts, and real-time traffic reports. All the info needed to plan your day. And that's what makes Good Day LA on Fox 11 the ones to watch.
Hey listener, welcome to Limu's Karaoke Lounge, where Liberty Mutual customizes your car insurance so you only pay for what you need, and the music never stops. Hit it! There's an emu with a full-time job. His partner's dumb, but Limu's the heartthrob. Grubs and worms, that's what Limu eats. Gotta fuel up to save you money and hit the streets. Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
This report is sponsored by iAccidentLawyer.com.
Sunny today, high of 66 in Van Nuys, 66 for downtown, 66 for Orange County, and 60s along the coast.
In an accident, don't be sweet, be selfish. Say I want my medical bills paid, I want my car fixed, I want my money, I want iAccident Lawyer. $30 even so results, very no guarantee.
I'm attorney Darren Cavanoki, founder of 1-800-NO-CUFFS, reminding you to exercise your right to just shut up. 1-800-NO-CUFFS.
The Woody Show.
All 97 traffic.
Traffic is sponsored by Taco Bell. This start in Irwindale. That's our only accident to report. Southbound 605 at Arrow Highway. That crash is sitting on the right shoulder. And in Tustin, there's a broken down car northbound 55 at the 5. That broken down car is sitting in the right lane. And Taco Bell is sorry for going too far with its past breakfast. All you need in the morning is tasty, simple food like a breakfast crunch wrap, fluffy eggs, cheese, sausage, hash browns wrapped in a warm tortilla. Grab one at participating Taco Bell stores during breakfast hours only until 11 a.m. while supplies last. It's Gregory with your all 98.7 traffic.
Well, if you want to go see Depeche Mode, today is your day because it is a Thursday ticket takeover and we've got a chance to win tickets to that sold-out Depeche Mode show at the Forum every hour today, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and you get qualified to go hang out with Greg Gorey.
Yes.
Go backstage and meet the band.
Such a good
That'd be
prize.
awesome.
Plus that Roomba J7 Plus. That's
Nice.
super cool, top-of-the-line Roomba. That's going to be at 8:10. You can win that plus some more alternative income keywords, and it's a Throwback Thursday, you guys.
Wow.
What? All your favorite throwback requests will be in the mix.
I have exciting news.
The Woody Show, local news. Let's get a headline closer to home here in the state of California.
Well, I would say this is the biggest story going around. Some ultra loser in Palmdale ended up getting run over and killed while trying to steal a catalytic converter. I love it. Sweet. So this was Tuesday evening around 6. Woman sleeping in her Ford Excursion. She was woken up when the guy was underneath it sawing off the catalytic converter. So she starts up the SUV, puts it in reverse, and that's when she felt a big bump of running the guy over. And when she realized what happened, she stopped to call 911, and that no-good thief taken to Antelope Valley Hospital, he was declared dead there. And then there was also a small car parked nearby, 3 people inside. They were all arrested for being the guy's accomplices. On a scale of 1 to 10, what's your sympathy for the guy?
0.
Negative.
Loser.
500. I love it.
Did one of these guys get caught and he had a chain that had a kind of
Like a little chain, like a medallion.
Yes.
Such a loser. The worst.
Yeah, good.
There's
See ya.
I love it. There's a teacher in the Urupa Unified School District in Riverside County. She's been fired for refusing to lie about preferred pronouns and gender identities to parents. Her name is Jessica Tapias. And she
God,
said,
what a bitch, you know?
I know, how dare she? She said she was targeted for having Christian beliefs, but the district denies that. District has a policy that if a kid confides in a teacher that he or she has a preferred pronoun other than their birth sex, or if they even confide that they're transitioning, the teacher has to keep that confidential and not even share that with parents. And Jessica said she just doesn't believe in that policy, and that
Kids
parents
don't have any rights.
they have a right to know what's going on with their
think I have a right to know.
Yeah, and here's another crazy thing she did. She would also ban boys from going into the girls' bathroom.
That
district was not okay with that.
That animal.
They said they just couldn't accommodate her religious beliefs by not withholding gender info to parents. So she's been let go. She's now suing the district for religious discrimination.
Oh, well, you know what? She can get a job at a Christian school, no problem, and they pay way better. I'm sure than the Riverside public schools.
Right. So that is what's happening in Wooded.
She'll be fine. All right, what about the forecast today, Sammy?
Sunny today, high of 66 in the valley, 66 for downtown, 66 for Orange County, and 60s along the coast.
Well, we're going to get this Throwback Thursday started right. Metallica. Sad but true. If you got a request, hit us up. On the text over to 22987. It's got to be 10 years or older. We got to have it. We have to agree it doesn't suck the roof. This one certainly does not. It is the Woody Show. Good morning. take 2 guys into custody.
2?
And this is the mall in the same shopping center as that Walmart where 23 people got killed.
Oh, wow.
What the fuck?
2019 or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 1 person's dead, 3 people are injured. So that's another terrible story.
When it was breaking, they're like, yeah, we don't know if we can categorize this yet as a mass shooting or not because now it's 4 people.
When you start shooting in a food court at the mall.
They were being very careful to say if it was a mass shooting or not.
Dude, my nightmare. I was reading this story about this guy's in Missouri. Served damn near 30 years, like 28 years or something like that, for a murder that he said he did not commit, and he was freed.
Really?
He was actually innocent.
For reals?
Yeah, actually innocent. Sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for a murder that happened in 1994. But the judge overturned his conviction, and he's now a free man. I guess there was like new evidence and all kinds of stuff. This guy, man, that is the nightmare.
Wasn't the other big one before that in Missouri as well?
I don't remember.
I think so.
I don't remember.
So now, will this change your mind, Woody, when you hear of some story about accused of blah blah blah? Straight to the chair.
Right.
Yeah.
No, no, it doesn't, because every once in a while a dolphin does get caught in the net when you're fishing for tuna.
You're just chum.
Nope.
Yeah, dolphin.
That's it. You look, mistakes happen. I understand that, but the greater good is that
everybody dies instantly.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I'm totally for the death penalty. 1,000%.
Oh, of course.
Especially when you know.
When it's definitive.
That's not what we're talking about.
Like this guy.
They thought they knew with this guy.
Well, no, I'm saying like the guy in Buffalo, for example, right? Like that guy. They know he did it, right? Like these other shooters that they apprehend them in, they admit it. Yeah, they take him into custody on the scene. It's not like the Idaho guy who they're looking in and trying to track somebody different, right? Even though I think he's guilty ish.
And should have already been chair.
I almost swore, but I mean, I'm not defending it. I don't want to be confused for defending it. I'm saying, but in these situations where you know they did it, you know they did it. Like, then why waste any time? Yeah.
Don't disagree.
Greg Gorey, what about the trending news headlines today?
Well, speaking of which, the guy who killed 3 and injured 5 at Michigan State University, who ended up shooting and killing himself, you're not going to believe this. There are some red flags.
Get right at it,
with
Dad.
that guy. So, starting with his uncle saying that he had paranoid schizophrenia.
Oh,
Jesus. I don't think that was confirmed, but that's what the uncle says. He was arrested in 2019 for having a loaded concealed handgun, which is a felony, but he didn't get jail time because he had pleaded guilty to a lesser misdemeanor charge and therefore was still allowed to have guns.
Oh my God.
Right. And then after that, his father says that this shooter claimed, he told his dad, yeah, I got rid of my guns. But right when his probation was over, he had 18 months of probation, neighbors would hear him in the backyard shooting the gun. Yeah, so he was on the radar.
Yeah, and there was something else where, like, I guess the DA went soft on him. Like, there might have been that
case.
Or one of the other cases where the DA went soft and they go, no, they argued not to put him in jail.
Right. He didn't get jail time.
Like, he was supposed to go to jail.
And should have.
The DA wanted to be, let's be compassionate and whatever.
His own family was saying he should have gone to jail.
Yeah, his own family. They know him better than anybody. Well, just
to top it off, family members said that he admitted he would hear voices in his head. And they say the police should have done something about it because they knew all of that.
Yeah.
Didn't do anything about it. Didn't put him in jail.
Yeah.
And he would go in the backyard and shoot his guns, even though he said, I got rid of them. Also, that white supremacist who killed 10 people at the grocery store in Buffalo in that shooting, sentenced to life without parole yesterday. But that was not without courtroom chaos. Now, understandably, I totally understand this. The families of the victims were super angry as they made their statements. And during those statements, one of them rushed towards the shooter, trying to attack him.
I'm surprised this doesn't happen often.
Me too.
I mean, that happened during the Jeffrey Dahmer trial. Like the sister
during the victim impact statement.
Yeah, and he stood up and he gave a statement too, and they were all yelling like, "Don't believe him! Don't believe a word he says. He's a liar. He's racist."
Yeah, they were saying that they didn't need to hear his words or his apologies.
I'm saying in court security, you can just walk over, stop the person.
I bet everybody gets just one good shot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Like you can't use a weapon of any kind, but you just get one good elbow or whatever part of your body that you want to use. You get one good shot.
Court security just Take your time.
Tell your bailiffs that day. If you're feeling a little tired or slow, just take your time.
Each victim's family gets one, like, pick a representative, your strongest family member.
Yeah.
And they get one good shot. But he was saying stuff like, I can't believe I actually did it. Like, not as in like, oh my God, I can't believe I actually did that.
Right.
But, you know, he was trying to be as remorseful as he could. But I mean, there was no shot. He was going to jail.
And his sentence was
for life.
always going to be this.
Exactly.
But he could still get the death penalty through federal charges if the Justice Department chooses to seek the death penalty there. I hope they do.
They should.
Again.
He's too young to keep around that long.
Right.
If he was an older guy, whatever, probably dead soon anyway.
Yeah. Oh, God.
But a young guy like that,
keep that dude alive.
maybe we'll get lucky, he'll commit suicide. You know, like Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, hopefully.
Allegedly.
The legendary actress Raquel Welch died early yesterday morning. She was 82. Oh.
What say you, Fuzzy Britches?
Right, Fuzzy Britches.
Remember that from Shawshank Redemption?
Yeah.
That was the poster. It was the poster of her and that like Amazon bikini or whatever it was, that cave girl bikini.
And that might be like the hottest woman ever. Like in that era, like in the 60s.
Easily.
And to think that photo was taken in 1966 and it's that hot. Like that's
that's my thought process. She had the benefit of modern makeup, right? Photoshop.
Right.
She just was perfect, absolutely natural.
Totally, because old-timey hot is different. You know, it's usually
pictures from the 20s and 30s. You're like, they're okay.
The only thing is, like, you know, there's full bush underneath that bikini bottom because it was the 60s. You know. But, yeah.
Well manicured.
True. Yeah.
You think?
Well, I mean, I should say, maybe groomed.
I just figured everybody had full bush. Guys, girls, everybody.
Yeah,
Man, you keep it trim.
I mean, just look at the hair on everybody's head back then. Like everybody, white dudes, black dudes, everybody had big hair. Isn't it weird? Big froze, you know.
Dennis and I have talked about this 1,000 times. How people in the old-timey days, when they're 20, they look 50. When they're in high school, they look 40. How?
I know. I remember going to high school and looking at old yearbooks.
Yes.
And guys in the 70s had huge mustaches. They already looked like they worked at a sawmill for like 30 years.
It's true. If you look at a yearbook of somebody that you know is older than you now, and you look at them in the 70s, you're like, I think they're older than me.
Yes.
Right.
It's so weird.
Yeah, well, you see, like, you know, Mr. Miyagi or, you know, Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Wilford Brimley.
Whatever. And Wilford Brimley. Like, and you're like, well, holy crap, they were like 36.
Right.
Or however old they were at the time. They looked mega old.
And if you go to a friend's house and they have like an old-timey picture of their mom in the 50s, they all look like movie stars.
Okay, like in the movie Father of the Bride with Steve Martin and whatever.
Yeah.
Like there was a meme going around recently. Like this is what parents in their 30s, early 40s looked like in 19 whatever year that movie came out, and it was so true. Like they look now, they would be like the bride's
grandparents.
Like right, exactly. Like grandma and grandpa.
It's so weird. In Raquel Welch's case, she was famous for 50 years, starred in over 30 movies and 50 TV series.
Well, I'm surprised all the headlines said famous sex symbol. I was like, we haven't gotten rid of that term?
No,
how dare they?
She's
bombshell?
Right, bombshell. And she's a
Hollywood bombshell.
Thank you.
I was offended.
I forgot that she was in Legally Blonde and The Flintstones, too. There's a couple of movies there, survived by a son and daughter, Damon and Tawny. Tesla announced a plan to make some of their charging stations available to all electric vehicles, not just Teslas, by the end of next year. So they say at least 7,500 chargers at their supercharger and destination chargers are going to be available to non-Teslas.
Those had, like I said, have the same plug, right?
I would imagine.
I thought there's Teslas. Teslas.
There's an adapter.
Yeah, because with the Tesla, they give you like this bag when you get the car that has like different adapters for the non-Tesla superchargers.
Cell phone, great.
Yeah, the feds say this will be a game changer in the EV world because finding a place to charge your car would be as easy as finding a gas station.
Yeah, well, and then you plug in the car, and that little thing comes up and says, "This accessory, it is not."
Oh yeah.
whatever that is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like gives you a little warning, like, "Oh, sorry.
This accessory is not going to work."
Yeah.
Not going to fast charge.
Well, are they doing this out of the goodness of their hearts, do you think?
No, they
to make money.
No, you're gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, they don't have to revamp the entire station or anything.
No, just the adapter.
That's cool.
No, and then you might be able to, like, you know, get an adapter so that you could use the I'm not sure who's going to provide. I doubt it'll be Tesla. But like if you have a Chevy electric vehicle or whatever that one Kevin Bacon's driving that he loves so much.
You already have them in your car.
You know,
what would it be like at the airport where there's 15 cords coming out of the one block?
Yeah, you can do that.
Well, that's what's going on, Woody.
All right, thank you very much, Greg Gorey.
Got it.
We're going to take a quick break. We got some more Woody Show for you next. On the text, somebody said, Anne Margaret is the hottest one of the 60 sea bass from Uncultured Swine.
I'm looking at photos, and she's pretty, but she looks like, she looks kind of like Jane Fonda did back then.
Yeah.
But not, I mean, you look at Raquel Welch is just next level.
Yeah, but now that she's gone, now who do you masturbate to?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah.
You know?
Current day.
I still say
From the 70s.
Like old timey from the 60s.
I would never be able to tug to like even that picture of her from the Shawshank Post or whatever. Yeah, I wouldn't be able, because like now I know that she's old and not that.
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
She's dead.
Right. So like the guys who can tug and get there, looking at those bold, like if you had let's just say you had a young picture of a hot Betty White, like knowing what she looked like, you know what I mean? I'm saying like knowing what she looked like, later on, like would you be able to? I'm just using that as an example, like somebody who you know is old, but then you see a picture of her like super young, and you're like, would you be able to?
Well, that's why Marilyn Monroe's perfect, because she died so young.
Would you be able to rise to the occasion?
Yeah, we owe Marilyn a debt of gratitude.
Well done.
What about a young Martha Stewart?
B. Arthur.
13 miles left.
Who else is alive today that was hot back then?
Jacqueline Bisset. I'm looking at a list of hottest chicks. Sharon Tate, hot.
Or like Joy Behar, right? Pretty good.
She was sexy.
Next to you who's also stuck in traffic.
Hey, how's it going?
We'll be right back. The Woody Show. Call 98.7. LA's new alternative.
Be the first to experience Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Out here, yeah, if you leave Ant-Man.
It's okay. It's gonna be okay.
You're saying okay too much? Okay.
Tonight,
He's a monster who thinks he's a god.
adventure. This is my fight. The epic saga begins.
Do you know how many Avengers I've killed? I am Kang!
We'll stop them together. You ready?
Marvel Studios' Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Which Kang are you?
13 may be inappropriate for children.
Clearly not He Who Remains.
Tonight.
Lowe's always has more ways for you to save. On top of our everyday low prices, pros can save big when buying in bulk.
So are you
Or if your purchase is over
Conqueror?
$1,500, ask about our volume savings program. A pro associate can provide a customized quote. Ask about our volume savings programs today. It always pays to be a pro at Lowe's. While supplies last, minimum purchase required. Selection varies by location. Lowe's reserves the right to limit quantities. Volume discount pricing quotes are valid up to 7 days. Visit your local pro desk.
And to visit your local IKEA store or go to IKEA-USA.com before the sale goes night-night. Offer valid 2/15 to 2/26 U.S. only.
Night-night, bitch!
Selection may vary by store and online. See store and IKEA-USA.com for complete terms. Restrictions apply.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her... We could not... Too short.
Yo, what up, LA? This is Too Short.
Blow the whistle. What is that guy trying to do?
$452-1330 or go to selectquote.com. 1 1-800-452-1330. That's 1-800-452-1330. Select Quote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Start the new year strong with a great deal on a new Toyota car, truck, or SUV. The most popular 2023 models are arriving now. From bold Camrys and stylish Corollas and sporty RAV4s to tough Tacoma.
restrictions and NMAC credit approval not required as qualified. Dealer contribution may affect actual price set by dealer. Contact dealer for details. Offer ends 2/28/23.
I wrote down garage in his zone.
It's nonsense.
Now, since we're talking about Raquel Welch, and we got into all those other hotties of the past.
Right.
Yeah. Ooh, somebody suggested Christy Brinkley. They said, although she might not be in the range that you're thinking. Well, she was, that was 80s.
Yeah, true. She's still hot. We're talking about that.
She looks good, yeah.
She looks awesome.
She looks really good.
Yeah, incredible. What is she?
I love cheese.
You
all right?
She's not 70, she's close.
I loved Christy Brinkley back in the day.
She's 69.
She's still super cute.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Like, it's insane.
But Greg's not going to agree with this. Researchers wanted to find out if there was any difference in satisfaction between spur-of-the-moment sex versus scheduled
Planned sex.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Not a fan of scheduling it.
Which is how it is for, I mean, you know, people who are really busy, you know, where both people are working and have maybe opposite schedules. Certainly people with kids. Like younger kids, too. But they had over 100 couples take daily surveys about their sex life for 3 weeks and then talk about how good each sexual encounter was. And what they found was that people were just as satisfied whether it was spontaneous or planned, and it made no difference.
Stuck on that, Greg.
Well, the
Because it's sex.
The act is the same.
I know, but also like you talk about restaurants, the presentation.
Yes.
In this case, the presentation would be the spontaneity.
Right.
But the meal itself, the food may be the same. It's how it's presented, or maybe the lead up to it.
My unpopular opinion with parents is when I was a kid, let's say 6, 7 years old.
But your parents just never
I
had
had a
sex, right?
bedtime. For all I know, they were banging all over the house. When people say, "Oh, we have kids, so we can't have sex," really? Because your kids are in your bedroom 24 hours a day.
Thank you.
Okay.
Not 10 minutes after like 8 o'clock.
No, because kids are up 24 hours a day. And they're in your bedroom.
See, in my house, it's a little bit more difficult because of our completely opposite schedules. So I'm going to bed way before.
That makes sense.
Even my kids, I'm in bed before my kids are. So that kind of throws a wrench and stuff. And I don't mind the scheduling. Let me know. Everything else is scheduled.
Yeah.
Like I know when soccer games and hockey games are
9:30.
Sex. Well, no, it's not like that, but it's like, hey, kids are going to be at their activities or whatever. I think we're going to have a window today.
Yeah.
And you're like, right. And then, of course, the put-ins are the put-ins. I mean, the event itself. So, yeah, the satisfaction didn't really make a difference. The study also asked people why.
What is going the fuck on
they
here?
Being spontaneous
Mother effers
would be better. And the most common answer was because movies and TV shows glorify it, make it seem more romantic than it really is, which happens a lot.
Seems exciting.
Yeah, they talk about that a lot. Like, you know, when you watch a movie, is it ever like that?
No,
you know,
nothing in real life is like the movies.
Where, you know, everything's just effortless.
Or everything was better.
Or you see, like, people on a beach. That sucks. Anybody's ever tried that? In the rain in an alley in some city somewhere. It's like, you're so
Get off your fucking phone, idiot.
You're soaking wet. Like, your clothes are completely soaked. Now what?
Yeah, right. Then you're going to get pneumonia.
I also love how, like, this is, I don't even know how to really say this on the air, but when you're watching like sex in a movie, it's like everybody's fully clothed, and then within 2 seconds of the guy being on top of the chick, he's already apparently in her. Totally. And it's like, right. What are you talking about? Did you even have a chance to?
2 seconds.
Like,
you don't have that kind of time
to get her wiener out and your wiener out.
Right. And like, position yourself.
It's not realistic, and
Not
so
at
the
all.
movies always paint these unrealistic pictures.
Yeah.
This is why I support built-in underwear and pants.
Alright, so text.
Use a
Do you think
fucking
that
blinker,
scheduled
you
sex
prick.
is just as good as the spontaneous kind? Text yes or no over to 22987. And this will be, I'm sure, like if we went and looked at each individual person, you know, what your situation, you know, maybe mention something about your situation, kids or no kids. Let's just simplify it that way instead of like, you know, everybody's different situation.
Right.
All right, so if you say yes or no, do you have kids or no kids? Over to 22987. Scheduled sex, is it just as good as the spontaneous kind? It is a Throwback Thursday. Music here from Everclear, request from the 310, Everything to Everyone, Alt 98.7.
You put yourself in stupid places. Yes, I think you know it's true. Situations where it's easy to look down on you. Think you like to be the victim. Think you like to be in pain. I think you make yourself a victim almost every single day. You do what you do. You say what you say. You try to be everything to everyone. You know all the right people. You play all the right games. You always try to be everything to everyone.
I don't care. That's fine. Whatever. Grab your keys and go.
Woods.
Yeah.
I found one near a creek.
Yeah.
And I took it and hid it, and every time I went back, I would be like, "Oh, I know where that porno magazine is."
Yeah, 'cause some guy would say to his wife that he's going for a walk, and he would just keep his because he couldn't keep it in the house because she would find it or whatever, and so he would just stash it out in the woods, and inevitably, young Greg would find it or Seabass would find it.
Yeah,
it was like a hand-me-down.
Yeah, and the next time he went over there, he was really disappointed because.
Then we would stash it like in an oak tree. I mean, that's the tree you climb.
Be really careful to open the pages. Oh, I want to see what's if they're stuck together.
Yeah.
Tear it.
Yeah. So there are some stories about when animals attacked in the news.
Really?
This Irish guy was found dead, laying in a pool of blood after he was mauled by a vicious chicken.
What?
It's a Brahma chicken. Look at that. What is that? Is that like
some kind of big head sort of headdress things, right? I believe.
His daughter said that she had visited him to help him cope after his dog died, but when she got to his house, she found him dead from the chicken attack.
Oh, he's one with the big foot dress things. They have like weird feathers that cover their feet, you know.
So paramedics tried CPR, but that was it.
Okay.
That was a chicken.
Well, he must have suffered like a heart attack or something during a chicken attack.
Because
there's no way.
Weak
There's no way.
You don't think?
And I'd have to catch a artery or an artery.
Yeah.
Right.
If it was a rooster, I would believe it, but just a chicken.
Yeah. I mean, maybe he was so freaked out, triggered a heart attack or something.
Right.
Yeah.
Also, when animals attack, this Indian guy and his teenage grandson were killed by the same tiger.